Hello.
Hello.
This is a bit of a
One-off.
one-off.
Yes, it is.
This is a twofold video. One is a celebration, somebody's birthday.
Yes. I'm older.
Don't say it like that. Happens to us all.
But not wiser.
Oh no, that definitely not.
No way.
And the other is it's our anniversary of living here tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
It's a tale. It's a tale of tribulations, let's say. And we've spoken to various people about it over the years, and they've all gone, you really ought to write this down.
Yeah.
So instead of which, we're doing a quick video about it.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you, Danny.
Right. So, 3 years ago. 3 years ago today, we got off the ferry in Zeebrugge.
Zeebrugge, yeah.
With our car packed. 2 dogs and a tortoise. And us.
Yeah.
And then drove down. We overnighted in the south of France. And then the next day, which would be tomorrow for us, on the 14th of December, we arrived here.
We did.
Late in the evening.
Yeah.
To find that the power didn't work properly.
Yes, we had actually planned to spend another night in Spain on the trip on the way down, so that we arrived here during the daytime. We got halfway down Spain, and I was struggling to find a hotel that we could actually stop at with 2 big dogs, because we had Kai, who you've seen. We also had Nanook, and none of the hotels were happy taking that size dog. So we just thought, right, forget it, gun it, let's go. Yeah. We hit the toll roads and just got here.
Yeah.
So we arrived actually knowing full well that we hadn't planned for this. We actually went straight to Penoso, knowing there was a big supermarket there, hoping it was open till late, which it was. We brought bread, cheese, wine and beer.
Yes.
And came to the house.
Yeah, we needed a coffee.
We needed a coffee.
We needed a coffee. So we unpacked our English kettle.
We did.
Used a plug adapter. Plugged it in. Pop, went the electricity. So we tripped the fuse. Tried again, pop, went the electricity again. So we thought, oh no, we've broken our English kettle en route.
Yeah.
It wasn't a brand new kettle.
No, the gas hob in the outside kitchen had no gas.
Nope.
In the bottle was empty.
Yep.
Why should it have gas in it? There's been nobody living here for 7 years. But there was an inside kitchenette in what we call Cave 2 with a brand new ceramic hob. Thought, right, we'll use that instead.
Pop.
That
went as well.
So out of the boot of the car came a little camping stove and went cooking hot water on that.
Yes. We had a coffee.
We had a coffee.
Yes. So, yes, well, a couple of days before, Lillian flew over to here to sign at the notary. It had already failed twice, hadn't it? We'd asked the solicitor to sign on our behalf.
Yeah, it hadn't failed in any other form other than the people who were signing it over to us, 4 families, didn't bother coming down from Barcelona to sign at the notary.
Yeah.
Life was too busy, they didn't make it.
Yeah. So then Lillian came, as I say, on the 10th, I believe, was it the 10th?
I think so, yes.
11th? 10th.
Came to sign, they didn't turn up again, didn't sign. I went to speak to the estate agents and lots of phone calls ensued, and basically I walked away with the keys. I was told I was able to move in because it wasn't my fault that I'd packed up my house in the UK to move here. Bear in mind, all our worldly goods were on a lorry halfway between the UK and here. Yep. We were going to be here. We had nowhere to live. So they said, here, have the keys, move in, not a problem.
Yes.
However, the property was still full of everything.
At
Cutlery.
that point in time, you'd got the keys, it hadn't been here, and we believed that it was empty.
Exactly.
And it was far from empty.
Exactly. So flew back to the UK, having got the keys. We got on the boat that night.
Yes.
Went overnight.
Evening of the 12th.
Evening of the 12th. Overnight hull to Zeebrugge.
Yep.
We did a cheers to Grimsby as we sailed by.
My hometown, proud to come from Grimsby.
Knowing full well that we probably would never do that route ever again because the hull to Zeebrugge route was being closed down.
Oh, there was talk of it at the time, and it subsequently has been shut down now.
Yeah. So we arrived in Zeebrugge on his birthday, the 13th.
Yes.
Drove down here, overnighted in France, then day 2 arrived here. Walked in the door and it was still full of all their worldly everything. Underwear, clothes, everything. Family Bibles, pictures, photographs, toothbrushes, the lot. I always say to people, it's like these people had been zapped into outer space by aliens, just out and left everything behind.
Yeah. So we waited till the Monday, because this was a weekend, wasn't it?
It was
a weekend, I think. Got in contact with the estate agent and said, everything's here, still. And they went, no, they've cleared it. No. And this was via WhatsApp, so Lynn changed it to a video call. And then just walked around, and they went, oh my God, we'll get in contact with them immediately.
Because all our stuff was arriving in exactly 1 week.
Yes.
I mean, everything that we packed up from the UK was arriving in a week. We had nowhere to put it.
Yep, we had a hire company, Transport Solutions.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Sarah and Bev.
Yeah.
Brilliant people.
Yeah, absolutely. Recommend them to anybody.
Yeah.
So phone calls went backwards and forwards from the people who we were buying from, etc., etc., and it was agreed that basically I could clear the place.
Yes.
I said, but there's personal-looking things, there's photographs, family Bibles, blah blah blah. No, just get rid of it all.
Get rid of it all, except for this one particular washing machine.
There were 3 in the property at the time.
And another item, which
it was a tool, a drill or something.
Yeah, was it?
So we piled everything into one of the caves, and I phoned around and we got hold of K9 Dog Rescue.
Yes.
And they were brilliant. They said, yes, we'd love all this stuff. I said, well, with all due respect, you're either taking it all or none of it. And they said, we'll take it all.
Everything.
And they took everything. 4 sets of cutlery, 4 sets of plates, knives, forks, saucepans,
stuff,
old clothes, the lot. They took the lot.
Yes.
Which was brilliant, which is what we wanted.
Yeah, you kept aside everything that you thought would be personal and memorable to the people.
Yeah.
Just in case. But we only thought there was only one seller. Subsequently we discovered there wasn't one seller, there was 4. But one of them was the person that was actually doing all the selling on their behalf as well. And eventually, in the new year, they arrived here. We got a message and to say that the sellers are on the way to meet us. And we just thought, well, that's a weird thing, but okay. And they arrived. And it wasn't a very pleasant experience at all, was it?
No, it wasn't. So there was 4 people, there was 2 men, the man who was actually organising the sale, another man and 2 ladies. And the lady said to me, may we go into the house please, what we're calling the Finca, the small house, and get whatever we want. I said, what do you mean get whatever you want? It's all gone. What do you mean it's all gone? It's all gone. I had permission to get rid of it all because all my stuff was coming.
Yeah, so the seller that was doing all the talking with the estate agent had said to get rid of everything, and he hadn't told them that he decided to get rid of everything. So a big issue ensued.
I was called all the names under the sun for having got rid of their stuff. There was wailing and crying and screaming. I swear to God, you could have heard this across the valley. Just everybody hearing these ladies completely losing the plot.
So that went on, and then we contacted the estate agent again and said, you better sort this out. You better explain to them, these other people, that this one particular one either lied to us and you, or is lying to them. So she spoke to the ladies and the other gentleman, and things changed for the better. That was great.
Yeah, the ladies had a walk around the house. They told us tales of when they were little girls and memories they had of various spots and where there's a hidden cave. Excuse me.
Yeah, a hidden cave which turned out to be about 1.5 meters high and about 3 meters in on a slope that had just been backfilled with rubble.
Yes,
but
yeah.
I remember it as a pantry cave.
Yes.
So it must have been very short people.
By the height of some of the doors that we removed, that were about this height, yes, they probably were. And at the end of it, they thanked me very much and wished us the very best of luck and all the rest of it. And off they wandered down the hill. But the two ladies went down the hill away from the men because they now knew from the estate agent that they'd been lied to by them and it wasn't us. And
yes, so next day we get in the car with the estate agent in Progreso, and she takes us to Monavar, to the notary. Walking and en route, she says, I bet you are very, very relieved. Yeah, finally it's going to happen. And Lillian and I both said, we'll see it, we'll believe it when we see it. Based upon the day before, she said, oh, no, everything's perfect, everything's fine now, everything's all sorted out, everybody's happy. Walked into the notary's office and kaboom!
all four of them stood up from reception chairs, launched at our estate agent and said, there's a problem, and wailing and screaming and shouting and what have you ensued.
Yes, to the point that the notary actually came out of his office. He was dealing with somebody else at the time.
And said, get these people out of here.
Yes, and he wasn't very polite.
No.
Even I understand not polite in another language.
So I just turned to Chris and said, forget it. Should we forget it? He said, yes.
But we'll be out in a week.
Yeah.
We've gone in a week.
The estate agent was, no. And our solicitor was, no, we're going to sort this out. And everybody apart from us was taken into a back room to discuss all this. And the screaming and bawling could be heard through these offices.
Yeah.
They came out about half an hour later and it was all hunky-dory again. And the original gentleman who told us to clear the place had finally admitted that he'd said, cleared the place.
Yeah, he couldn't really deny it anymore after the lawyer, our lawyer, the solicitor, and the particular estate agent then got onto a group call with their colleagues, who were also aware of what had been said and what had happened. And all of a sudden the guy was outnumbered by people explaining that he was telling lies.
Yeah.
And by all accounts now, the that particular person has been ostracised by the rest of his family because he has friends and that lot around here, and they've all said the same.
Yes.
That they know that he's now ostracised from the family because of it. Well, there you go. What goes around comes around. Karma, karma, karma.
Chameleon.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
obviously, that can be explained at greater length if anybody ever wishes to join us with a glass of wine. But the idea of this was to give you an idea of what we went through.
Yes.
It is our anniversary.
Yes, it is.
It is here. It is your happy birthday.
Yes, thank you.
And to that end...
Yes, but you forgot to tell the story of the washing machine. Oh. I'll tell the story of the washing machine.
You tell the story of the washing machine.
Okay, so he came to collect his washing machine that evening with one of his friends. There's a top-loading washing machine. What's this? What? Hey up, David.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much. What is it? I know it's cake.
Tiramisu.
Terrible Sue. Oh, happy nice.
Dogs go away.
Very nice. I'll blow the candle out. There you go.
That's chocolate powder all over the table.
You might want to remove that from Dover's sniffy snozzle.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Go on, tell the tale of the washing machine.
Anyway, yes.
And family painting.
Family painting as well. Yes, he decided this family painting. The family painting.
No, I kept it. He didn't ask for it to be kept.
He decided he was going to take it.
Yes.
Yeah. But he couldn't get it out of the frame, so we just put it on against the wall and just booted it. And broke the frame in half, and then pulled the picture out and folded it up and chucked it in his back pocket. What a crazy thing to do. But anyway, this washing machine, the top-loading washing machine, him and his friend came to pick it up, and he picked it up by the lid. Obviously, this guy is of limited intelligence because he picked it up literally by the lid.
Plastic lid on a top-loading washing machine.
Yeah, and his mate picked it up by the bottom. And as he lifted it up, he took the weight, and the plastic lid snapped on its plastic hinges and hit the floor. The washing machine just hit the floor, and I just laughed because it was brilliant. It was like slapstick comedy.
It was.
I just burst out laughing, and he got angrier and angrier and angrier, and he started hailing profanities again at Lillian, The dogs were inside then.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I lost my temper. Unfortunately for him, his mate
Dragged him away.
Even though this guy was old, I don't know what he expected he was going to be able to do.
I have no idea.
But it got to the point where he was going towards Lillian in a physical manner. So my protective instinct kicked in.
Yeah.
Anyway, the washing machine was bundled into the back of the car and off the plot.
Yes, yeah. But from going back to the stuff that was left behind, we even have an urn.
Yes.
So Cave 1 had a name plaque on the door
Of an occupant.
Of an occupant, and I have his urn. It was left in a plastic bag in one of the drawers of one of the chests of drawers.
And none of the family members wanted him.
And none of the family members want him. So we have him.
Yes.
And when I contacted the town hall to say would they help dispose of him, they said, yeah, okay, we'll sort it out, but do you mind keeping him there because we don't want him to haunt us?
Yes. Very, very strange.
Very strange. So darling, I'll put the cake away for now.
Yes.
You look ridiculous in that hat.
Yes. My head's getting hot.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.